and their structure.
Here's Finucane to play it. Stagg. Stopped there by Crocker. He'll play it. 15 shot of the halfway line from Ennis. Goes to Cassiano. Pritchard runs the decoy. Numbers with Barber. Giving it to Morris. The Dogs are away. Support back on the inside. Barber chopped down. Got tangled up with Pritchard. It cost them a try. He'll play it 3 metres away. It goes to Reynolds. He kicks wide. A chance for Parrott, who catches and scores. And they will take a look at it because we may have a possible 8-point try.
We could do. Sam Parrott still on the ground. What a kick that was from Josh Reynolds. The kicking game hasn't been on target tonight. Benny Barber ran into the back of Frank Pritchard when it looked certain that they were going to score. Cassiano, what a play from him at the other side of halfway to create space for their left-hand side. And then Ben Barber puts it exactly where he needs to. Josh Reynolds across the field, well onside. South had converged into the middle of the field to cover up. They need to get him in the back of the legs. I think he stuck his foot out there to try and make contact with the ball. He wasn't trying his hardest, but he left it out there.
He certainly did, and it wouldn't be a surprise at all to see the officials say that this will be a possible 8-point try. No question, he almost kicked him in the head. They'll be looked at very closely by the match review committee no matter which way this game goes. It might have been just a shoulder. Parrott resented the fact that he stuffed the left leg out in the fashion that he did. You would expect we'll see the try decision, and the referees advise the Rabbitohs that there will be a second kick. Green lights, and we're all locked up. And now Shane Hayne will inform Michael Crocker as to what's happening.
Three times has interfered when he's trying to get up that marker. Can't interfere with the player trying to get up. Well, look at that. 3 times I've been out of play because he's pushed me, right? Okay, well, more importantly here, all right, we've got a try. Sam's come in and lead him with the leg. We're now got a second kick for a possible 8-point try.
Okay, 8-point try. Sam Burgess's left foot is the reason we've got ourselves this situation as Parrott dived over. Burgess hung the foot out. There's no doubt he was trying to make contact with the ball.
It was that style of play that saw Billy Slater under the microscope of the officials and a changing of the interpretation, and there was Barber getting tangled up with Pritchard. When Barber got the ball, he was 100 to 1 on to score. It was only friendly fire in the way that brought him down. So Inu to put the Dogs in front. Should he miss this, he'll get a chance in a moment from right in front. And either way, they should be able to take the lead. A few minutes out from halftime. The kick trying to hook back, hits the uprights. It stays at 8 points all. But Preston Inu had to be alerted by Shane Hayne that he had a second kick coming. He had no idea.
No, he was off to the other side of halfway to receive the kickoff. Great awareness from Josh Reynolds to put that kick in. He knew that South, after the bust from Ben Barber, had jammed in. Sam Burgess is the widest bunny.
They've just killed them on the edges, haven't they? Both left and right, but the left in particular. Morris at the back of the decoys from Pritchard and the forwards on the inside of that side of the field. A tremendous job at opening up space for the Rabbitohs, or rather the Bulldogs, quickly.
Yeah, Cassiano set it up with his work. He handled the ball first.
Now in from right in front. Puts the Bulldogs back in front. 2 minutes remaining in the first 40 of this one, and it's the Bulldogs 10, the Rabbitohs 8. The Rabbitohs without their halfback Adam Reynolds for the remainder of this game. The nasty hamstring tear, chasing through in a kick in which the Rabbitohs forced a goal line dropout. Graham bringing it back out for the Dogs. The Noses back in the lead. And they'll work it away from their own end, but so often in 2012 we've seen them put something on from this end of the field. You'd expect they would be happy to get to a kick, but they like going back to back. And they won't die wondering here in this set of 6. Cassiano playing it. It's been enormous, hasn't he? And now a penalty against Sam Burgess for a high shot. The boy is getting a little bit fiery. Michael Ennis coming in with a shove. It almost sparked something off.
Yeah, he just stepped, Stagg, dropped a bit. Initial contact was around the chest. He just slid up. He did make contact high. There was nothing in it. Enough for a penalty, though.
They get a chance. They'll have the final set of 6, barring a mistake in this first half. They have done it so many times. Open up a gap at the death. Here's Barber going to the line, out the back. Keating, quick hands to Morris. Again, there was space on the outside, but Everingham herded Morris back towards Farrell. They're 20 metres away. It comes to Graham. Short ball for Finucane. Looking for a quick play, the ball again. They get one. They go through Ennis to the short side. Keating out the back. Barber, grabbers, a chance! There it is! They have gone back to back. The magic of Barber. Jonathan Wright scores. They are the kings of scoring late in the first half. And it's 14 points to 8.
So they trail 8-4 with only minutes to go before half-time. They get one after some brilliant play that led to the Josh Reynolds kick. How did Ben Barber get his foot to that ball? I thought there was some confusion in the Dogs. I thought they weren't sure because Josh Morris had run up. He didn't know exactly what was happening there, Morris. He might have gotten away, but he backed up. I don't think the kick was part of the plan. But Ben Barber has put a perfect one in. Jonathan Wright, all he had to do was get there and get his hands to the football, which he did. And they've turned an 8-4 deficit into a 14-8 lead with a kick to come on the stroke of half-time.
So the indiscretion by Sam Burgess on the try by Sam Perrott gave the Bulldogs the lead with the second kick from Inu from right in front, and now a chance to take it beyond a converted try, the difference. With time up in this first 40 minutes. It's out on the sideline. He struck them well tonight from out wide. His last one hitting the upright off the Perrott try. A turnaround in this game. They've warmed to the task. A smile brings a cheer, and he hits it. Creston Inu. What a kick! And what a 5 minutes to end the first half from the Bulldogs. They lead the Rabbitohs in the preliminary final 16 points to 8. We will take a break and come back to the second half in just a moment as the NRL Final Series continues right here on Fox Sports. Bulldogs hit the field for the second half with an 8-point lead. Potentially 40 minutes away from a date the Melbourne Storm in 8 days' time, right back here at ANZ Stadium. They finished full of running at the end of the first half. 2 tries in 4 minutes. And they're at their brilliant best, working it down the field. The forwards doing what they do in the middle. And the quick man finishing it off. Perrott, Inu, Barber, Jonathan Wright scoring in the seconds before half-time to give us the 16-8 scoreline we have. Ben Cummins blows time back on. And the Rabbitohs without their halfback, Adam Reynolds, have to fight from behind. And it's Sam Burgess, who was involved heavily in the minutes before the break, in the wrong way for the Rabbitohs. Here is Tyrrell playing it for Nathan Peets. Be out there for the entire 40 minutes of this second half, you'd imagine, in the dummy half role. Isaac Luke filling in on the right side at halfback for Adam Reynolds. They're back at the halfway line. A good opening set of 6 as Peets comes back to Tyrrell, runs towards Ennis, and a powerful opening set of 6 for the Bunnies in this second 40. Sutton finishes it off with a kick towards Perrott, standing underneath it. Merritt was there, didn't contest the ball. They let Perrott come down with it, and they work it away from their own 5 metres as Enu almost fended his way into open space. He picks up where he left off. And Stagg, unsigned for 2013 in the NRL. Perhaps playing his last game if they're unable to win here tonight. Now Ennis, back within 10 of the halfway line. Comes from Reynolds, he goes to Keating. Pritchard links up with Ennis, back to Cassiano, around the back, Barber, he keeps it alive. It goes back to Finucane. He's only 28 metres away. Cassiano again, sending them deep into attack. Josh Reynolds kicks, not a great one. It goes to Nathan Merritt, playing in game 200 of his NRL career. But again, the Bulldogs, plenty of metres after a set of 6 that started on their own goal line.
Sam Perrott got it off the start. Adam Reynolds sitting on the sideline. We won't see him again. Luke Burgess and also Dave Taylor. They did their work in the first half. But the ability of Cassiano to keep the ball alive, just flicked one out the back. Barber almost in the clear. Some desperate stuff there from South Sydney.
Pettybourne playing it. Sutton turning it back on the inside here. Goes to Sam Burgess, who will likely play all 80 minutes here in this one as Inglis puts it up. He has a monster right boot. Barber does well, adjusting underneath it. It wasn't the cleanest strike, and as it turned out, he was able to take it with nobody there in his face. Despite the hang time that kick had, it was up there forever. So Perrott to play it. And here is Finucane. He chimed in off the back of that play, which had them rushing down the field in their previous possession. Graham coming to the left-hand side, linking up with Pritchard, and he'll play it almost back at the halfway line. It goes back quickly to Graham once again. And just outside the Rabbitohs 40, Ennis comes to the left. And it's Keating who will kick it towards the in goal. He won't find it though as it sits up here for Inglis. He looks up at Chase though, as ever from the Bulldogs. There's a straight line of white jumpers across the field, and they wrap him up inside his own 20. Ennis going on with it, forcing him onto his back. And now Everingham out of dummy half. And the markers weren't square according to Ben Cummins.
The penalties now favour South Sydney 4-3. They're off to a shaky start after their opening try. It was back-to-back penalties that led to the Isaac Luke try.
They also kicked a penalty goal to at one stage make it 8-4 at the back of a penalty given away by Josh Morris when he was blocking on a kick. Here they are with the latest penalty, going on the attack for Crocker to play it just outside the Bulldogs 20. Comes back for Peets from a long way. He gives it to Pettybourne. He keeps it alive. It's on the ground. Barber had a chance to tow it forward. The Rabbitohs end up with it. The tackle count continues on. Sutton showing it, taking it to the line himself, and they'll wrap him up about 5 metres away. Here's Burgess feeding it here for Inglis. He gives it to Pettybourne, who went so close to splitting them. He's only 5 metres out on this carry. They'll have one more. They're up in the face of Sutton. Good hands by Burgess. Now he loses it. He knocked it on. and it will be a changeover on the last.
Well, that's what's so good about the Dogs' defence. When they do rush up, so often they get it right. They're up in the face of John Sutton. He had Sam Burgess on his outside, but the quickness and the speed of the line of the Dogs shut Sutton down. He couldn't get his foot to the ball.
Change made by Des Hasler. Aidan Tolman coming back on, and Sam Cassiano coming from the field for Canterbury Bankstown. Here's Finucane flinging out the back, finding Keating. Here's Barber going to Morris again, running towards Farrell. Needed some help from the inside and got it from Isaac Luke. He plays it here for Wright. Barber comes across to Pritchard. Works it up towards